Okay. So this is something I found useful to do. It's something I noticed I haven't really covered much. So I'm going through every map as fast as I possibly can, showing off just the most basic, useful flashes for entry on every site, on every map. So we'll start here on B. A few. This is gonna be way longer than I probably think it will be, but here are the B entry flashes, starting with the one everybody uses. Behind oranges, you look over there where I looked, and the point of this one is it doesn't blind people going in because it's behind the oranges, right? So that's one. You got a CT one. I look on top of this, whatever this is. Do a little shift walking forwards. That will pop up there as you come in, so it doesn't flash anybody coming in with you. And these normal one pops right below the where the fuck am I? Pops right below the scaffolding there, and it flashes people pretty much everywhere. Even flashes this guy. Pretty useful here. And if you happen to be here, maybe you were tossing the dark Molotov, you can also throw one just on top of this ladder here. And that one pops behind the fountain. And everybody coming in doesn't get flashed. So a pretty useful one to have, albeit a little tricky to set up because you have to be on top of the half wall. I think this one still works. This is pretty much the same one as the one where you look here, except you look here and you jump throw. And you can also always do a running combo where you do it like that, and as you run, it pops right behind your line of sight, and it's something you would do for yourself as you're entering. So that's B. For middle, I mean, I didn't really come up with something for middle, now that I think about it. Huh. There's one where you stick it here, and then you look like there, and it just pops right on the line of sight of this player here. And of course, it catches anybody here as well. Sort of a pop situation. There is one from here where you're boiler, and there's just a smudge on the wall here, and you come out with it. And I think it catches people here too. Yeah. So this is to come out of boiler. As we get into the A flashes, so the one everybody knows, you're standing here somewhere, you look on the chimney. That's the classic one. From here you can also, if you get stuck here, you look right at the bulb there. It bounces on top of the default box, and it doesn't flash you. So you toss it, and you can start coming out. It doesn't flash you even if you're staring at it because of the box. And from lane, there's a couple. So you can toss one over the balcony. So you're looking somewhere here. You toss it over the balcony. That way people coming out like this, they can even be looking for the guy balcony, and they don't get popped. And of course, people coming out of balcony don't get popped. And it flashes pretty much everybody. It's a pretty good one. You gotta be careful about anything in this area here. But it catches the guy pit. And the other one, yeah, two more. You scoot over until you see that particular window. I look on top of the window and I toss her. This one is good because it doesn't blind your friend that's coming out balcony, and it will blind a bunch of people on site. And you can also do this sort of same running combo as on B. I just look from the window, look around there, and I do a run. And as you're running, it pops just on top of that box over there. And you don't get blind because you're running with it. Okay, so that's Inferno. As I pull up Mirage and I pull up my notes, because they weren't on. Okay, Mirage. We'll start with mid then. 3 very important mid flashes as you're coming out. So you look around here and you do a run throw. People call it the VP flash. To blind the guy window off the rip. The other flashes you throw are just below the catwalk for connector. So connector player needs to dodge this flash. And then the third one is just over the cart. People are coming out, they're not blind, but anybody aggroing bottom mid will get flashed behind the cart. The other one you can do, as I try to remember, I want to say it's here, but yeah. So that's for connector pop. So a player connector will get popped as people are getting in here and ready to entry it. They use that one. Those are the mid flashes. Let's go over to B. The one everybody uses, everybody knows. You just toss it above the fucking apartments. And the one I use for entry is this one. You can also throw a very similar one from here, like that. And you can also throw it a little higher, and it will clear the ledge and pop on the floor. That will catch someone here that wouldn't be blind if it popped on the ledge there. Okay, so that's B. On A, really not too many, but you use the old lamp flash to come out. You can do a running one here, and you come out. You're not gonna get blind because you're at a lower elevation, but someone here will, of course. And once you're here, you also throw one over the stairs to catch people connector in jungle. That was a little bit too high or too far, something like that. And if you're the palace player, you can throw the one where it goes under hell, and you can toss it like that as well for you to come out and blind people staring at heaven. Okay, that's Mirage. Pretty much everybody knows these flashes. Ancient. Come on. Trying to get this as fast as possible. Ancient. Okay. Starting with the mid one. Come up here. You look in the tree. That's for players going through mid, and they're getting some help there. A flashes. So the one over main. You throw one from here where you look at the very ledge there of the entrance, and this is sort of a self-run boost or self-run pop where you're coming out with it. So you come out with it, and I failed because I wasn't deep enough. That. The other two I like to use is on the scubby here. You come out, it pops behind it, so you're good, and it pretty much blinds everybody while except if you're behind that box like I was. But if you're looking towards a main, you're screwed. And you can also toss one behind the big box to come out. For B, there's the main one that I think everybody should know. There's a circle here. If you can spot this circle. If you jump throw looking at it, it will pop behind the pillar. And your friends don't get flashed at all. You can go all the way up here. You won't get flashed. But of course people long do get flashed. And of course people short, people on side here, of course. To enter cave, I prefer flashing there. Because you can swing with it, it doesn't flash you. And people here need to turn away. And as I look at my notes, should I even bother showing this one? Okay, I'll bother showing this one. I don't know if it's the same. This flash doesn't blind you coming up the ramp. Looks like it should, but it doesn't. Because it's just above this little rock here. And of course everybody on site gets fully blind. I think this one is pretty sick. Okay. Anubis. Anubis. Not too many here. Let's go over to middle and just show the one I use. You just stand here. There's a dot here. This one. I look to the left of it and I jump throw, and that will just about pop the player here without seeing it. That's the better one for that. For A, for stairs, I like you just come just a little bit below the stairs. You look at that dot there and you jump throw. That will pop flash the player looking this way through Onibox. Find it pretty useful. For A main, I use this one, where if a player is playing A main, they're gonna get blind. It helps you take it. And then the entries, I don't have a lineup. I just sort of toss it like this. And when you're actually entering, you can either use that particular side of the wall, or some people use that actual pillar. It's a little less consistent, like I demonstrated. But if you come out running, it will pop behind the fountain pillar and you get in there. You can also throw something like this and timing your entry so you don't get flashed by it. For B, couple. Do I remember how to throw this one? Oh boy, I don't think I do. God damn it. I thought I knew this one. Of course I don't remember anymore. Like that. You look there. Oops. Hit my keyboard there. On the top of that one, like that. And it, what's it called? Okay, well that's not how it's supposed to look. Like that. So in the middle of that line there, and it pops behind the pillar while you're entering. That's a good one. The other one to use is just looking there. That will blind most of the site. And this beautiful water. Look at that. Look at the scenery. And the other one I like, it's not as useful, but you look at the little belt of the guy there. I scoot over. And I toss it, and it pops behind the obelisk when people are coming in. So they're entering. Oops. Oh, it's a W jump throw. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I was missing. I was like, that didn't look right. W jump throw. And Mini pops behind the pillar, hopefully. Yeah, like that. As you're coming out. Pops right here. Okay. Overpass. Overpass. Not too many here. For B, so you toss flashes to help people take short, like that. As your friends are coming out short, you just toss it anywhere there. For B long, look at the guy's hand, and don't get hit by the fucking train. God damn it. And that's for just outside a monster. You can do a little shift walking as well. And the big one, I look for this lamp here, and I toss her, and that pops behind the pillar. So players coming out, don't get flashed. This is a very well-known builder flash. As I read my notes, right, you can do a self pop from monster using left and right click and looking straight up. Oops. When you cross this beam here, so let me just situate myself here. Pops just above it, so anybody looking at monster will get flashed as you come out. And for a site, nothing really for long. I just do a right click jump throw. Oops. Let go before I threw. Like that. And for A, I'm here. I look on top of the leaf there. And that's your A entry flash. Like that. Okay, we're running out of things to show. But I'll show Nuke and Vertigo here real quick. So for Nuke, A site. Stand here and toss it like that. That will pop all of sight. So when you're the support player, this is what you do. And if you're downstairs, after you blow up the door, you have a couple flashes. One just behind the fake vent for entry. That's really good. And you can also pop into mini for the mini player. You actually kind of want it to bounce twice here, so I toss it a little too shallow like that. That's better. And the one there. When you're coming out of hut, you can look at here. Nope, this one. I don't play Nuke, but it's that one. So you toss that, and you can come out with it, because it pops right behind the door here, and you're safe to come out. And for B, I mean, there really isn't much going on here. I just stand near this entrance and toss it on top of that lamp. It bounces off the red box and it doesn't flash you as you come out. For mid, I actually don't remember. So I'm just gonna quickly check if I have anything saved for it. I think I do. Yeah, you. What do you do? Just above here, like that. Bounce off red to take this space here. Okay, it took me 6 maps, but I finally didn't know one. So there you go. There's some CT flashes, but we're just looking at entry mainly. Okay. On to the last one. Vertigo. Vertigo. Just look at mid first. You can toss one there. To get in there. That's pretty much it for mid. Not much going on mid. For B, you get here, you look over there to take stairs. Once you're here, you can use that marker to pop behind white box, and you can also pop behind that divider there. So those are the 2 entry flashes here. The other thing you can do for B is you're here, and you look, I believe, not now, hey, on that marker there, you can be a little below it, but not too below it. And that will help the B player come out because it's popping up there as you clear it, and it will flash people behind the generator. So those are the B flashes, and then the A flashes. Let's see if I can remember them. First you got this one for short. So you just toss it like that. Pops behind the box, so this player here is safe from it. You can throw. Now this is the one I need to remember. I think it's between these 2 dots. I think that was it. Where you're coming out here. Nope. It's between the ones below it. No. Yeah. There you go. There you go. So the idea here, as I fumble to get rid of no clip, is it pops be on top of the box, and because you're closer to the box, you don't get flashed. So this is a really nice one. You can be all the way here, and you don't get flashed. And people here will. So that's nice. And the last one I'll show is this one here. This one here, where it bounces on that scaffolding there, and you can just look away from it as you're coming out. And it will blind anybody on site trying to hold closer ramp. Pause right there. Alright, I think that's all I'm gonna show. That's every map, and those are some useful entry flashes.